Hi, everybody. Welcome to our Steelers Nation Unite Huddle today. Pleased to be joined live by Devin Bush, who is in Pittsburgh rehabbing as we speak. Devin, thanks so much for joining us today to answer some fan questions.
Thank you for having me.
All right, if you do want to ask Devin a question today, please press *3, and we are going to jump right into them. So, Devin, our first question is from Kathy. Kathy, you are now live. Go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, I wanted to know what was the hardest team in the league that you played?
Hardest team. I think that I don't know. I think I'd probably give it to the Seahawks. We played my rookie year. I think that was a really good team that year.
Okay, our next question is from Frank. Frank, you're now live. Go ahead and ask Devin your question, please. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Steele.
Oh, what's up, Devin? Hope you got a speedy recovery, man. I was not calling, but I wanted to know what was on your playlist in the gym. I'm turning into a gym rat, and I'm having trouble finding music. So what is some good music you listen to when you're in the gym working out?
It depends. Mostly I like very, very melody type music. You know, I like to get on a certain wave and kind of ride that wave out throughout the workout. But you know, it varies on the intensity of the workout and you know what I'm trying to get accomplished that day. But I think any artist that you like and any song that really motivates you, I think you should just have a playlist of all the songs that make you tap into a different mindset once you hear it.
Okay, let's go back to Frank now. Frank, you should be live now. Go ahead and ask your question.
Hey, Devin. Sorry about last season. I was calling in regards to how's your rehab going and what are you doing to prepare for next season?
Appreciate it, but rehab's going good. I'm on schedule. I'm feeling stronger week by week, and you know I'm just trying to get ready physically for next year, especially for camp. And you know I'm just staying positive about things and doing everything I can possible to make myself one of the best players next year.
Okay, we have an online question coming your way, Devin, from Spencer. He writes in, did watching from the sidelines or not being in the game give you a different perspective of opposing defense or offenses and how to better defend against them?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a really good question. But yeah, watching the game from the sideline and watching the game from home or wherever I was at the time, it definitely allowed me to watch the game as a fan, and it definitely allowed me to see the whole picture rather than being on the defensive side of the ball.
Okay, our next question is from Justin. Justin, you are live. Go ahead and ask your question.
Hey, Devin, Justin, Steeler Nation in North Carolina here. Why did you pick number 55, and what is your most favorite activity to do on the off season?
I didn't pick 55. 55 picked me. But my favorite thing to do in the off season is I like water. I don't like the ocean, but I do like water. I like swimming. I'm a very outdoors person, so anything that has to do with being outside the house, I'm kind of cool with.
All right, our next question is from Dennis. Dennis, you are now live. Go ahead and ask your question, please.
Hey, Devin, big fan. What do you love most about being a Pittsburgh Steeler?
The most thing I love about being a Pittsburgh Steeler is stuff like this, things like this, having a fan base like we have, Steeler Nation, and having support of the whole city.
Okay, Devin, our next question is from D. You are now live. Go ahead and ask your question.
Hey, Devin, congratulations on being a Steeler. You have accomplished so much. What do you hope to accomplish the next football season, and how do you think the Steelers can improve to make it to the Super Bowl?
Thank you for everything. But I think our main thing for getting better as a team is reps, repetition. Of course, it's going to be a different team going into next year, so I think repetition is going to be something that we have to drill a lot. And just staying on course, man. As we can see, last year, you may go in 11-0 and be out in the first round, and I think that's something we got to take into account, and we got to get over that hump.
All right, our next question is from Peter. Peter, you are now live. Let's go ahead and ask Devin your question. Peter, can you hear us?
Hello?
Hi, Peter. Go ahead. You're live with Devin Bush.
What was it like as a rookie to go against some of the top names?
It was a dream come true. It was definitely a surreal moment to play against guys that you idolize and guys that you watched playing growing up. It was definitely a different experience and something I probably will never forget.
Okay, let's go now live to Tim. You are now live, Tim. Go ahead and ask Devin your question, please.
Hey, Devin. Great player. Hey, I was just wondering, a lot of young players talk about the speed of the game going from college to the pros, and was just wondering if you were kind of feeling that before you got injured in the second year, the flow of the game slowing down. And then just what will you think for next year, like aspect of your game that you'd like to improve?
Yeah, definitely from college to pros is definitely a big jump. The speed of the game is a lot faster. My second year, things were slowing down for me. Things were coming together, and for next year, we just got to stay a course, man. We just got to get our reps, and we got to have a goal set, a team goal set, offensive, defensive goal set, and we got to just work at it and continue just to fire that way through the season.
All right, let's go to an online question now. This one is from Camelia. She wants to know, how do you keep yourself motivated while recovering from your injury?
Most part, just missing that time with your teammates, with your coaches, and everybody in the building. It's hard to be alone and watch football every Sunday and not being able to participate. So, a lot of that motivation comes from that. As a competitor, motivation to coming back and being better is another motivator. And, just sitting there and being able to take everything in and, be able to put that energy somewhere else. And you got to put that inside of your rehab and things that you want to get accomplished for next year.
Okay, let's go live now to Cody. You're now live, Cody. Go ahead and ask Devin your question.
Hey, Devin, real quick. Last year, had you stayed healthy the entire year, I know that wasn't any fault of your own, but had you stayed healthy, you would have averaged just over 83 tackles a game, which would have led the team. That would have been 4 over Minka. How do you think you possibly have staying healthy that would have affected the end of the year when we kind of fell apart late in the year?
Yeah, anytime a starter goes down, it's obviously gonna have a hole in the team, and it's gonna be hard to replace. But it's just one of those things you can't really account for, and who goes to say what if the same thing happened if I was playing, or what if we won the whole thing while I was playing? We never will know. But the best thing I can do is put myself in the best shape physically for that never to happen again.
Okay, our next question is from Craig. You are now live, Craig. Please ask your question.
All right. Thanks, Missy. Hey, thanks, Devin, for taking the time to answer all of our questions here. First of all, I just wanted to let you know that the night that you were drafted, I was watching the draft with a couple buddies of mine that are still huge Broncos and Michigan fans. So when we jumped up and grabbed you, at that 10th spot, I was so excited, and they were a little salty because the Broncos weren't getting you. What would be a position that you want the Steelers to look at in the draft this year? And thanks for your time.
Appreciate you. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't get paid to make those decisions. But if it was my team, I think O-line is something I'd want to address. Of course, we got one of the greatest players play the game, Marquise Pouncey. He retired, so of course you got to fill that void. And I think that's something, if it was my team, that's something I would do.
Okay, we just want to remind everybody to download the Steelers mobile app and go to the Steelers Nation Unite section. You can listen to the full recap after the call today and to learn more about future Steelers Nation Unite huddles that will be coming your way. Let's jump back into the questions. This one is from Travis in Cleveland. You're now live, Travis. Go ahead, ask your question.
Hey, how you doing, Dev? And wish you the best of luck for a quick recovery. What from 1 to 10, what do you think you stand for as your percentage of coming back? And also, I know the Cleveland the Steelers fans, well, Cleveland, but a lot of Steelers fans was hard on Ben about, him falling at the end. But I thought he'd done a phenomenal job to even go 11-0. I know nobody expected them to go 11-0. And also, are they trying to keep Bud? Because I think defense wins championships, and I think y'all need to try to keep this group together. So what do you think about that? Chances of y'all keeping Bud?
I'm not sure. I'm rehabbing with Bud every day, and who knows at this point. It depends on if the numbers are right and everything adds up for us to be able to even keep Bud. But that's between Bud and the organization. But I do definitely believe championships are won through defense.
Okay, our next question is from Deneen. You are now live. Go ahead and ask your question.
How's it going, Devin?
Good. How are you?
Good. Since you came from Florida, how do you feel about Pittsburgh weather? That's question number 1. And question number 2, have you tried any of the Pittsburgh foods like Permane Brothers?
I have tried Permane Brothers. When I first got here, that's probably one of the first things I ate. And I like Pittsburgh. I love Pittsburgh. The weather's just too unpredictable for me. It rains one day, it snows another, and next you know it feels like summer.
All right, our next question, we have time for just a few more, is from Kevin. You are now live, Kevin. Go ahead and ask your question.
All right, thank you very much. Devin, we changed the offensive coordinators and the quarterback's coach and so forth, but we didn't change anybody really too much on defense. I was just kind of curious, is it because Mike Tomlin is so deeply involved in the defensive game planning and so forth every week that, that's why we didn't do anything to change that?
I think we got a lot of good defensive coaches. I heard we just released whatever we did with Tom Bradley, and we picked up somebody else. So we made one change, but not really sure what goes all into that decision. But Mike Tomlin does love his defense, but I'm not sure why they didn't do what they did. I don't know.
Okay, let's go to our next question. This one is from Dan. You are now live, Dan. Go ahead and ask your question.
5-5, double nickel, 10 the hard way. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm great. I'm in Texas. Finally warmed up. So my question is, what's that feeling like when you know you're going to get that big sack fumble, or that interception to flip the game? What does it feel like? That moment you realize it's on and you got it.
I feel like you ever went fishing? You ever went fishing and threw the bait right next to the fish mouth? That's what it feel like. Times 100.
All right, we have time for 2 more. An online question. Sorry, your name was not here, but you are from Clarksville, and they want to know, Devin, what is the atmosphere of Heinz Field like, and will you be joining your other teammates on TikTok?
Heinz, I love Heinz Field. We played there a lot last year. The games I did play, and I love Heinz Field. I love the energy of Heinz Field. I love where Heinz Field is placed in the city. I love everything about Heinz Field. And I don't do TikTok.
Okay, all right. This is our last one. It is from CJ. You are now live. Go ahead and ask Devin your question.
What's up, Devin? My question was, what was your motivation through high school and college to keep playing football and play as good as you are in the NFL?
Good question. I always loved football. Football's always been a part of me and part of my family. you know, I just love playing the game, and I just love being good at it. So I think having that passion for the game and just love for the game is what carried me through high school and college.
All right, Devin, thank you so much for your time, and thanks to all of our fans for joining us. That is going to do it for today's Steelers Nation Unite Huddle. Stay in touch. Download the Steelers mobile app. Go to the Steelers Nation Unite section. That way you can stay tuned and posted on all of the happenings and our next huddle coming your way. So thanks again, Devin.
Thank you. Thank you, Steelers Nation.